Hey Drake, I hear that you're going to be going on a business trip to New York tomorrow. That right?
Hello there, Bill. Yes, that's right. I'm going to New York for a meeting about how to show off some of our new products at a convention going on up there. But I was going to bring you up at the next meeting anyways.
Oh, are you gonna regale us with the tales of your trip then? I don't know where you get off, man. Everyone knows that you're only here because you were demoted down to one of the branch offices. And yet somehow you're already dealing with some of our top clients. I just know that you're doing something shady to get your career going.
Bill, haven't we had this exact conversation a few times now? I told you that I wasn't demoted. I was sent here by HQ temporarily for a project I'm working on. When the deadline for that has passed, I'm going back to my office in HQ. Remember?
You really think I'm gonna buy a story like that? It's so obvious that you're some fresh grad who thought you could fly too close to the sun, and now you've been knocked down to earth with us mere mortals. You can pretend like you didn't get demoted all you want, but I know the truth. You screwed up big time, and that's why you're sent to our office. It's already been a month since you got here. When are you gonna stop pretending?
It doesn't really matter where it is I'm working. I'm busy with work either way.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
It means I don't really have time for this. I need to get ready for tomorrow.
Hey, wait, I wasn't finished with you yet. I hadn't even told you the reason why I messaged you in the first place.
Okay then, I'll bite. What is it that you want from me?
I heard that you're gonna be using the company car to drive up to New York City. That right?
That is correct. I was going to come to the office first thing in the morning tomorrow, pick up the keys and go.
Got it. In that case, you can go ahead and pick me up by the station by the hospital after you leave.
I'm sorry? I don't think I was scheduled to be with anyone on this business trip.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm actually taking a little vacation while you're gone, but I didn't want to shell out for a ticket up to New York. So I want you to pick me up, since you'll be headed up there anyways. It won't be a problem for you since we're going to the same place. So don't make this more difficult than it needs to be.
Well, I'm really sorry, but I just can't do that, Bill.
And why not, huh?
Because the company is letting me use the car for company business. I can't just be giving people rides when that's not part of the itinerary.
Oh, you're such a little goody two-shoes, you know that? If you don't tell anyone, then no one's gonna find out, okay?
Be that as it may, I was actually going to be arriving at the office around 6 that morning.
Wait, you're gonna be picking up the car that early?
That's right. I don't want to get stuck in any traffic leaving town, so I'm getting up early to beat the rush.
Well then just leave it a later time then. I don't see what the issue is.
The issue is that I agreed to deliver these products by a certain time. The meeting is scheduled to start at a certain time. I told them that I would be leaving at 6, and they are expecting me to arrive based on that timetable. Please don't forget that I'm doing this for my job, not for fun.
But I haven't bought the tickets, and if I buy them now, they're going to be super expensive.
Well then why not just take the train or a bus or something?
Do you have any idea how long and uncomfortable that would be for me?
I'm sorry, Bill, but this is your fault for not thinking ahead. You need to find your own solution to this mess, okay?
I already did, but you're telling me that you won't give me a ride.
That's because, again, I'm going to be working. The company expects that I'll use the car the way I said I will, and I'm not going to make any exceptions for you.
And I'm telling you that if you keep your mouth shut, no one will find out.
I really feel like you're not getting my point here. Anyways, I have to get up early tomorrow, so I'm going now.
Hey, we're not through here, Drake. You better pick me up tomorrow at 8. I'm serious. Drake, what kind of game you trying to play right now, huh? It's well past 8 and you're nowhere to be seen. I thought I said I want you to pick me up this morning. I have all my suitcases with me because I thought I'd just put them in the back of the car. You seriously just gonna leave me standing here with all my stuff looking like an idiot? You answer the phone when I call you. You're not even opening these messages, are you? I'm gonna make you pay for this. You mark my words. This is your fault. Thanks to you, half my vacation plans had to be thrown in the trash. I was gonna see a concert tonight, then go out and treat myself. And instead I had to waste all the money that I would have spent on those things just getting myself to New York. Meanwhile, you just got to zip right through morning traffic and have been there since this morning. I swear to you, I'll make you pay.
Bill! Are you seriously out of your mind? You have got to bring the car back right now. I seriously can't believe you. You waited in the parking garage for me to show up, took the key out of my hands as I tried to unlock the car, pushed me to the ground, and drove off? Do you think that you're going to get away with this? I have my bag and some recorded documents for working there. I need those back now. Pick up the phone right now, Bill.
I take it that I've finally driven for long enough that anyone who might have been following me is finally off my trail. I knew it was a good idea to check which hotel you were going to be staying at before I left work the other day. Now I have a car that I get to use my whole vacation.
Bill, I am serious. You really need to bring that car back right now. I'm still here on work, and I can't get things done without it. I mean, I at least need my bag and those documents back. Not to mention that my work laptop and tablet are in there as well.
I guess you should have thought about taking them out the car before I took it from you.
Is that all you have to say for yourself right now?
Oh, please, and just what is some demoted little nobody gonna do about it, huh?
You do realize that we work for the same company whose car you just stole, yes?
Oh, just can it, will ya? This is what you get for going against me when I give you orders. Maybe I won't even bother returning it, and you'll just have to walk all the way back to our office. Enjoy the 100-mile trip back home.
Have you seriously lost your mind or something?
And I guess this means I don't have to worry about finding a ticket home for myself, too. See you at work, loser. Hey, Drake, I just wanted to let you know that I left your bag and all those documents you were wanting on your desk back at the office. Oh, and one more thing. Apparently our manager wants to have a little chat with me, so I'm going to his room soon. Since I'll be busy talking with the big guy, you can go ahead and prepare those documents that I was supposed to have ready by the end of the day. Wonder what the boss wants to talk to me about. Maybe I'm due for a promotion, or even a big raise would be nice. Maybe this is my reward for all the hard work I've put into training you ever since you arrived here. If I get promoted to your boss, don't think I'm gonna go easy on you.
Bill, I was wondering when I was going to hear from you again.
Don't tell me that you're still walking all the way back to the office.
I'm actually taking the bus like I usually do.
You mean you're back already?
Well, thankfully, I still have my phone on me after you stole the car. I called the people at HQ and arranged for them to get me a ticket back home.
Oh well, that's a bit of a letdown, if I do say so myself.
I think it's time I finally bring the hammer down.
And just what is that supposed to mean, huh?
You should know that I'm an internal auditor who was sent by HQ to observe your branch.
Wait, an internal auditor? What the heck does that even mean?
It means that when a certain branch of our company is underperforming or displaying weird behavior, people like me are called in to investigate the causes.
So that's what you've been doing at our office?
That's right. You could think of me as a kind of inspector for our company.
So what? What does any of this have to do with me?
I think you'll find out exactly what this has to do with you after you talk with your boss in a little bit.
Yeah, right. You don't scare me. Drake, you've got a lot of explaining to do. I want to know why I was just told that I was being fired for misconduct. What lies did you tell about me, huh?
Well, you're right to come to me asking about who report you, but I didn't tell any lies, only what I observed of you.
I knew it was you, you little rat. What did you say about me, huh? I thought that you were demoted from HQ.
I already explained to you that I was dispatched from HQ. There was no demotion. I was sent to your office to observe you and your coworkers to find out the source of your branch's troubles. Then, I submit my report to your boss for him to act on his own discretion.
Well, I don't see why my name would be brought up in any of that.
Really? You stopped an employee, stole a company car with important documents in it, and then took it for a joyride at your own leisure.
But that isn't fair. The car was out being used anyways. Who cares if it was you driving or me driving?
The company cares. That's who. They lent the car for me to be used and no one else. We already talked about this. Not to mention the fact that not only did you steal the car, but there was other company crockery inside the car as well. Thanks to your actions, I was able to get the presentation to the clients like I had gone there to initially do.
But I didn't know.
That is a lie and you know it. You literally stole a car to use on your vacation. You had no business getting in a company car at that time. You didn't even return it to me. Your actions are totally unjustifiable.
I can't believe you did this to me. I told you that if you just kept your mouth shut, then everything would be okay. Nobody had to know about anything. You sabotaged my whole career. How could you do this to me?
I was only there doing my job like I was supposed to. You were the one who wanted me to bend the rules for you and wouldn't take no for an answer. And there's no point lying about anything since there are dash and internal cams for that car.
You mean there's videos of me driving the car?
Oh yeah, that's right. And when I made my report about it, it was just a matter of reviewing that footage and seeing it was you.
I don't believe this, and this is why I got fired.
Did you not listen to a word that your boss said to you? I can't imagine that he meant any words while talking to you.
But it was just one little mistake.
You know, when I filed my report, your boss mentioned that you already had a history of harassing your coworkers at your last job. But I guess you just hadn't learned your lesson from last time.
Oh, come on. Is this about that woman I worked with at my last job?
Are you referring to Julie? Because yes, she did come up, as did the multiple complaints of harassment about you.
That was another job. One thing should have nothing to do with the other.
Except for the fact that Julie is the wife of your current boss.
You're kidding me.
Did he really not make any mention of that at all? That's very professional of him.
So that's why I was fired. It was all some kind of revenge plot against me.
No! I've already explained to you in great detail why it is that you're fired. I even submitted some of your own texts into file as proof that you were continuing to harass fellow employees.
Oh, just shut up already. This is all your fault. You have to help me do something to keep my job.
Why in the world would I do something like that?
Please, I need this job. I can't lose another one. I'm begging you.
I already told you, it's just my job to write and submit the reports. Whatever happens next, it's out of my hands. A few days later, I heard that Bill was officially handed his letter of termination. Apparently, his boss was still conflicted and was even thinking about letting Bill off with a demotion or pay cut. Despite the fact that he was staring down the man whom his wife had complained about in her own company, he kept his professional and didn't let his feelings interfere with his decision. Still, in light of how far he took things as stealing a company car, Bill was deemed a liability and let go.
Apparently, part of his trip to New York involved seeing another woman. And when this all came to light, Bill was served with divorce papers from his wife. Not only did he lose his job, but he was also forced to pay legal fees from his affair and divorce.
In the end, Bill had no other choice but to move out of his home and back in with his parents. Needless to say, they were both furious with him and kept him on a very short leash. His father managed to find a job for Bill at his factory where his dad makes sure that he behaves. Bill isn't making much, but he's going to be stuck working there until he's paid off every cent of what he owes.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hi, Mrs. Dawson. You know about the barbecue party the company is going to be hosting the day after tomorrow, right?
Good evening, Mrs. Hoffman. Yes, I heard about the party. Me and my family are going to be attending.
I see. If that's the case, then I want you to stay at my side and be my maid the whole day after tomorrow.
What? Your maid? Why would I do that?
Oh, you don't have to dress like a maid or something. Even if you are an acquaintance, the children will be scared and cry if they see you like that. Don't get any weird ideas, you pervert.
I don't know what exactly you had in mind, but please don't bother me with such ridiculous texts.
I'm the wife of the department leader. That's why you have to do what I tell you. I'm telling you that I'll give you an opportunity to work diligently under me as my personal maid at the barbecue party we're going to be having the day after tomorrow.
And what exactly do you want me to do?
Mainly cook the meat I'm going to be eating, probably. I also want you to make sure that I don't run out of drinks.
Sorry, but I'm afraid I can't do that.
What?
First of all, I don't understand why I have to be your maid at the party. The company-hosted barbecue party is supposed to be a fun event, where we get to know our fellow employees.
Huh? You're rebelling against me? The wife of the department leader.
Just because you're the wife of the department leader doesn't mean you deserve any special treatment.
You're an insolent bitch, Mrs. Dawson. Aren't you so poor that both you and your husband have to work in order to make a living? And still you talk like that to me, the wife of the department leader. Yes, our children are the same age and go to the same school, which is how we got to know each other, but it's only been 1 month since you moved into this neighborhood. To be honest, you're the lowest ranking mother in the neighborhood.
All we did was move to a new house though. My child still goes to the same school as before.
But I'm the wife of the department leader of the company you work at. Don't tell me you don't understand the difference in our ranks. I'm going to make sure you do what I say at the barbecue the day after tomorrow. If you don't do what I say, then I'm going to report you to my husband, the department leader. After that, you won't be able to talk like that to me again. Mrs. Dawson, about your insolent speech yesterday. If you want to continue your relationship with me, your superior as a wife of the department leader of the company you work at, and as a fellow mother, then I want you to prepare for me premium grade A5 beef as an apology. Of course, you're the one who's going to pay for it, not me.
Good evening again, Mrs. Huffman. You're talking about meat for tomorrow's barbecue party, right? Bringing in your own food is banned at tomorrow's party.
What? Who decided that?
We were told this in advance.
Huh?
The company rented the venue, tools, and food for the barbecue from a local restaurant. It's the restaurant's rule. No matter how expensive or luxurious the meat is, you can't bring it into the venue.
I'm the wife of the department leader.
Yes, but the wives of the other high-ranking employees are also going to be coming to the party. And none of them are being as arrogant as you are right now.
Huh? Did you just say I'm arrogant?
Could you please understand already that you're not special and don't deserve any such treatment? So what if you're the wife of a department leader?
But
Goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow.
it's a fact that I'm still your superior. Prepare that grade A5 beef for me tomorrow or else. Hold on, Mrs. Dawson. Why, I told you to cook the meat for me at today's barbecue party. Just what do you think you're doing? The man standing next to you is a managing director, right? Why are you, the nobody, acting so friendly with him? What? And now a senior managing director as well? And now his wife too? When I tried approaching them, I was just casually brushed off. Why are they so friendly towards you? Just what exactly is going on here? I see. I understand now. You're jealous because I outrank you as the wife of a department leader and are trying to use this company-hosted barbecue party as an opportunity to make connections with the higher-ranking employees of the company. You're even trying to get friendly with the wife of a senior managing director. There's no way I'm going to let you get away with this. You looked hilarious back there. When I threw that piece of hot meat on your arm, you screamed, "It's so hot, hot." The way you were panicking was so ugly and magnificent at the same time. I'm going to tell you this one more time. My husband is a department leader, which means that I, as his wife, outrank you, who is just a regular employee at this company. I graced you with a piece of hot meat, so be sure to eat it even if it fell on the floor. It's a shame I didn't hit you in the face, but I'm sure that this is enough to make you leave the party and not return. I made sure that no one saw me, so no one knows that I'm the one responsible. If you had enough, then don't think about rebelling against me ever again. Well, it looks like your insolent person has already left the venue, so I think it's time for me to return and enjoy the meat at the party. That reminds me, the new CEO who went into office just last month is supposed to deliver a speech, right? Apparently, the new CEO is a woman, so I better make sure I befriend her and that she remembers me.
It's time for me to give said speech, so excuse me.
Huh? Why? This must be a joke, right? You're the new CEO, Mrs. Dawson?
Thanks for that little scene back there, Mrs. Huffman. You wasted such a good piece of meat. Such a shame. The hot meat you threw at me hurt a lot. But I applied cold water to the burn immediately, so luckily nothing serious became of it.
Why are you...
Why am I the new CEO?
Just what exactly is going on? I know for a fact that you were just a regular employee at the company my husband works at.
Oh, is that true? When did anyone say that I was a regular employee? Of course, it's true that I used to be just a regular employee, but it's already been 20 years since I joined this company.
20 years?
I was lucky enough to be chosen as the new CEO of the company.
Hold on, just how old are you, Mrs. Dawson?
You want to know my age? I'm 40 years old.
What?
I gave birth when I was 34 and have a son in the first year of elementary school. You also have a son in the first year of elementary school, right? What about it, though?
I thought you were younger than me.
Oh, is that so? You're 35 years old, right, Mrs. Huffman? I heard that there is quite the age gap between the department leader and his wife. But putting that aside, because you thought that I was younger than you assumed that I was just a regular employee at this company. You kept telling yourself that, and eventually it became a fact in your mind, right?
Well,
The barbecue party is about to end soon. I don't want to cause a commotion, so I'll end our conversation here and close the party. Let's talk about this again at a later time.
Actually...
Well then, goodbye for now.
Mrs. Dawson, answer my calls. I need to speak to you. Why didn't you tell my husband about the incident at the barbecue party? You don't even have any evidence. This is so unfair.
Actually, I do have evidence.
What?
You probably didn't notice at the time, but when you threw that hot meat at me, I was holding a camera in my hand.
What? Why were you holding a camera?
Of course, I was filming you when you threw that meat at me. The moment where you threw that hot meat at me from behind the barbecue grill was caught perfectly on camera, Mrs. Huffman.
Huh? That's so unfair.
I showed this footage to your husband, the department leader, which is why I sent you a request for an alimony yesterday. Did you not see it?
But I am so careful as to not leave behind any evidence. Why didn't you have to show my husband? Now the money I'm going to get as property distribution might decrease because of this. Hold on, I'm about to get divorced.
Not about to be divorced, but we're already divorced, no?
Huh?
This morning, the department leader told me face to face that he divorced you.
No way.
He went to the city office the first thing in the morning and turned in the divorce papers, apparently.
But today's a holiday, so I thought that he couldn't submit the divorce papers yet.
Official papers such as these can be turned in regardless of whether it's holiday or not, you know?
He's telling me to leave in 2 days as soon as he submits the papers. I was planning on talking things through with him and convining him not to divorce me this weekend. If he did submit the papers this morning, then that means that I'll have to leave before Saturday morning. How am I supposed to change his mind now? But my parents have already passed away, so I don't have a home anywhere. I have nowhere to go. I don't even have a salary since I'm a housewife. What do you expect me to do about this situation?
Why are you telling me this? It's none of my business.
I know. Let me stay at your house.
Huh?
You're the CEO of the company, right? It should be easy for you to support one extra person in your house. Friends need to help each other, right?
We aren't friends anymore. And I don't think we ever even were, actually.
What?
I heard that your husband got custody of your child, so aren't really a mother anymore. I heard that they're going to be moving to the town nearby, which means that your child is going to be changing schools. No matter how you look at it, there's no reason for us to be acquainted anymore.
But...
Well then, I think it's time to end the conversation.
What? And what am I supposed to do? Wait.
I have to go. I'm going out for lunch with some of the other mothers.
What? Didn't you always decline when I was the one who invited you?
I couldn't help it. You always invited me to lunch on weekdays when I have work. Why did it always have to be a weekday? I go to tea and lunch, though, with the other mothers who invite me on weekends.
Huh? That's so unfair.
I don't quite understand what's unfair about it, but goodbye now.
What? No way this is true. Hold on, I haven't finished talking to you. Help me, Mrs. Dawson.
2 weeks later, Mrs. Huffman barged her way into the company office. The department leader went himself to deal with his ex-wife. Apparently, she told him that she now works at a job that comes with housing, but that she's more suited to being a housewife. She also said that you must be having a hard time since no one does the household work anymore, which is why I'll let you marry me again. Of course, the department leader refused her offer, which is when she started screaming and going on a rampage. Some people were injured, and a police report was filed against her. Not only did she instantly lose all of the money she received in the property distribution of the divorce, because she had to pay money as an out-of-court settlement, but she was also forced to take on debt. It seems that she isn't getting along with the people at her new job either. And she lost her arrogant demeanor, and now mopes around while always looking down.
Hello, Miss Jones? Miss Jones in the General Affairs Department? Why are you not at your desk? There is something urgent that I need you to do, but you happen to be away just when I need you here. How useless can you be? What? Oh, it's Miss Smith from the sales department. I hope you're doing well. Hey, come back to your desk right now. We aren't done for the day yet. What are you doing, sneaking in a little bit of a break? You're 7 years older than me, but you are such a useless worker, I tell you. I'm sorry, but I was sent on an errand. What errand are you talking about? You know how our company is planning to have a barbecue party tomorrow? They asked me to go buy some ingredients for that. Oh, it's the one that President Huxley is going to host. He's a great one. He is considerate of his workers, and he is a kind, handsome man. And he's only 32 years old. I wonder if he has a girlfriend. What do you think? Miss Smith, I thought you had something urgent you wanted me to do. What? Oh my God, that's right. I should be back in about 30 minutes, so if you could leave a memo on my desk on what I should do, that would be great. If there is something I don't understand, I'll come to you and ask. Alrighty. Miss Smith, where are you now? The task you wrote on your memo, that's something that has to be finished by today, otherwise it won't meet the deadline. That's right, I told you that's why it needs to be done in a hurry. It looks like the task could have been assigned a month ago. Why has it been assigned now? We have our own situation here to deal with. You people in the general affairs can eat because we in the sales department work our butt off. So stop complaining and just do your work. There is not much time left, so I'll do my best, but please be careful next time. Alrighty. By the way, did you finish getting the things for the barbecue tomorrow? What? Oh, yes. The other staff members are putting the food in the refrigerator right now. I am so looking forward to tomorrow. Say, you know what? I hear that we are free to wear whatever we want to the barbecue. I'm planning on wearing my best outfit tomorrow. What about you? It's a barbecue, so I think I'll probably wear something that I can move around easily in and something that can get dirty. Oh, I see. Well, now that I think about it, I guess people in your department can only wear such things. You in particular can only do these odds and ends types of jobs at the company, right? You are an old miss, after all. All right, I win. I don't know what you mean about winning, but I need to work on the task you asked me to do, so please excuse me here. When you finish with it, print it out and put it on my desk, all right? Hey, Miss Jones, I know you're just a plain office worker, but what is that outfit you're wearing? Jeans and a sweater? You know that the host of this barbecue is our president, right? It's a rare chance for the workers to show ourselves off in front of the young, handsome president. Your TPO is way off. Why, hello there, Miss Smith. Today we'll be cooking meat and washing dishes, so we might get ourselves dirty when doing that. That's why I thought it best to avoid wearing a dress today. You don't understand anything. An event like today is a chance for people to become friendly with the president. Oh, I see. Oh, oopsies. Sorry, I guess you already know your place within the company. That's why you're wearing such a plain outfit. My place within the company? That's right. The office workers basically take care of unimportant errands of the company. That's why you are the server in today's barbecue. Since we are assisting our president, we in the General Affairs Department will be taking care of all kinds of things, but we are not necessarily the servers, per se. Then you can grill the meat for me. That's about the best you could do, old miss. Servers need to take care of our needs, so make sure to obey my orders, all right? As for grilling the meat, everyone is supposed to do their own grilling. What? I need to get more drinks, so please excuse me. What? Hey, don't ignore me. You're responsible for grilling my meat. Come here quickly and grill me my meat. Hey, Miss Jones. I thought I couldn't find you, but then I see you talking friendly with our president. How does that happen? You're just an office worker. Mind your position. Stop trying to make yourself look attractive in front of the president. The only one who can go after him is me, because I work in the most important department in this company, the sales. I was serving him some drink just now, and we were getting on quite well. I just need a little bit of time, so don't get in my way. Get away from him right this moment. It serves you right. How does it feel to have beer showered on your head like that? Well, you really did it this time. This is what happens when a good-for-nothing office worker tries to make herself attractive in front of the president. I was talking with him only because he asked for me. What? No way that could happen. Come on, get back to your place and grill my meat. I gave you some beer, so now it's your turn to serve me by getting me some meat. I am going to change. What? It won't make any difference whether you change your outfit or not. If I continue wearing these clothes, I'll catch a cold. Oh, that's right. The president was saying that there will be a surprise announcement at the end of the barbecue. Maybe he's going to announce that he likes me. I guess when I served him beer, he noticed how attractive I am. Oh my God. Yes, I'm going to go up the social ladder by marrying into a rich family. Oh, there is some cooked meat. I think I'll eat that while I can. Oh, that's right. After he tells me that he likes me, it might also work well if I bring him a nicely grilled piece of meat. Then I can show everyone how close we are. You are going to be in so much trouble later. This meat is so good! What on earth? What was that surprise about? The president was saying that he would introduce his fiancée, so I thought he decided to skip the part about telling me that he liked me and go straight to getting engaged. I was surprised, but I quickly got my act together and braced myself. But why were you, Miss Jones, introduced? The engagement announcement was actually going to be in 2 months. What? But you showed how you were trying to get the president for yourself. That became obvious. What's wrong with that? There's no one more suitable to be the president's wife than I. Our president physically can't drink alcohol. What? That's what he was telling you, but you were so persistent. When he left his seat for a moment, you poured alcohol into his glass of tea. If I hadn't noticed that, he would have drank it and would have been carried off to the hospital in an ambulance. What? You mean that wasn't beer? He was telling you that he can't drink, so I think one could safely assume that that glass did not contain any alcohol. But I thought he enjoyed my company. The way you behaved made him think that you were quite dangerous. Also, the fact that you poured beer on my head was the last straw. That's why we decided to announce our engagement this evening, although it was a sudden decision. What the hell? Something is just not right. How can a plain old office worker get married to the company president? You're only given jobs that anyone could do. You only do boring work. The president and I have known each other since we were kids. We've been going out since I was around 20 years old. What? We used to work in different companies, but when it was decided that he was going to take over his grandfather's company, he thought it wouldn't be good if his future wife had no idea what kind of company he was going to take over. That's why I ended up changing companies. Well, I see. I guess anyone can do office work, so it's easy to change companies. It seems that you don't understand what office work consists of and that you really don't think highly of it. But I really don't want to be criticized by someone whose sales records are the worst in the department. Well, fine then. If the president is taken, I'll just look for someone else. Someone else? The managing director's son. I hear he's the president of a startup company. The managing director's son? That's right, I'll be able to marry into a rich family. I think it's impossible. What? Why not? At the barbecue today, you were eating the meat that someone else had grilled one after the other. What's wrong with eating meat that was cooked? That meat was all grilled by the managing director's son. What? Family members could also participate in the barbecue today, so he was also there. I thought we were grilling our own meat, but there was a woman who kept on stuffing herself with the meat that I grilled one after the other. She was wearing this flashy dress that wasn't suitable for the occasion, he said. I think he was talking about you. What? To begin with, I think you have other things to be concerned about right now. What? What are you talking about? Hey, why am I being fired? I did nothing to get myself fired. It's what the company decided, so there's nothing I can do. You probably said something to the president, didn't you? I am not so low as to bring my private affairs into company matters. Well, it's true that how you acted at the barbecue was the primary cause. What do you mean by that? First, you poured alcohol into the president's glass, which could have seriously endangered his life. Second, that you poured beer on my head. Third, that you chose to ignore that rule about grilling your own meat and took other people's meat before they could eat it. Based on those reasons, the company started looking into the possibility of other victims. The compliance department in the company conducted some hearings. What? Hearings? I would have you know, though, I am usually working as one of the members on the compliance team, but this time, other people were put in charge of the case. Once they started looking, there was so much that they discovered. For example, you tried to make an 18-year-old employee drink alcohol at your department's gathering, and because she refused to drink at that time, you persistently complained to her the next day. And in another instance, you tried to claim another employee's sales records as your own. And there were many more similar complaints against you that they uncovered. What? Against me? It seems that these facts didn't come out into the open until now. But after gathering the data and finding out that there was so much, and the fact that you had caused our business partners much inconvenience in the past, they decided to fire you. No way! That is all that I have been told. But I think you were told of all this when they informed you that you were being let go. What? It would be better to listen to what other people tell you. If you do that, you can avoid making mistakes so that you can live a better life. That is a given. So that is all. Please excuse me. I was wondering why such a person could be in the much-respected sales department. The recently retired ex-manager of the sales department could not say no to someone he owed a favor to, so that's why she was able to join our company. I'm not sure what to make of that, but to put that matter aside for now. As for the matter of getting beer poured all over my head, I received consolation money from Miss Smith, although it was the minimum amount that would be expected in such circumstances, but I decided to drop the case after that. That is, the 18-year-old employee reported the case to the police. And so after having talked to the president, he decided to prioritize this case. As for Miss Smith, she got herself into deep debt as she had to pay for consolation money big time. So now, in order to pay back her loan, she's doing multiple hard jobs. Apparently, she is complaining, "Why me?" as she leads a very poor life.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.